guys, it's Ariana. Hope you're doing well. I'm a little bit late, but I'm finally doing my January update. If you missed it, I was kind of gonna do like a low buy this year, but I honestly don't know if calling it a low buy is the right thing. It's like a one in and one out type of rule that I'm imposing for myself in my wardrobe. I'll link the video of what I'm doing and why so you can watch that. Brief summary is that I'm doing a one in and one out rule, so anytime I bring anything in, I'm going to be taking things out. That's why this is kind of like an in and out of my wardrobe update. And I wanted to do these monthly just to keep myself accountable and be very intentional with my purchases. Now, that being said, this month has been quite eye-opening. I don't feel like I went crazy, but I realized that the number of items that I have here, most people doing a low buy, it would be like their whole amount for the entire year, maybe? I don't know. The whole reason I'm doing this though is not necessarily to buy as little as possible. Obviously, I want to make intentional purchases and not just like buy things just like on a whim, impulsively, willy-nilly. The point of like decluttering something out as I'm bringing something in is so that one, my wardrobe doesn't just grow continuously. Two, I'm actually getting the things out that I'm not wearing that aren't aligned with my style. And three, I'm trying to curate my wardrobe and my style even more so this year. So I just know that there are pieces that I would love to have in my wardrobe and kind of shift my style into a little bit more elevated in a way, yet still being playful because that's the style that I like. But I kind of want to replace some of the things that are cheaper looking or that I feel like don't live up to this is like my favorite piece. I love this item so much and there's nothing about it that I would change, you know what I mean? So that's mainly the goal here. So we're gonna get into it. I'll talk about the things that I'm taking out first and I actually have more things I'm decluttering than I'm bringing in, and we'll get into the reason for that. There's only one pair of items that are an actual replacement. It's actually the top that I'm wearing now. So this is the blouse that I'm bringing in replacement for this other red top. This was a thrifted one. This is a wrap top originally from H&M. Really wanted a red blouse, but I wasn't wanting to wear this because of the fussiness of the wrap. I hate having to deal with this part coming open, and it just constantly was a thing that I didn't want to deal with. So I wasn't wearing this very regularly. I also just hate that the ties always are wrinkled like this. I think I talked about this in my closet declutter. I was wanting to replace this with the peplum blouse from Old Navy. It has a lot of great details, a little bit of eyelet detail here, some ruffles, a little bit of open trim here. It's 100% cotton, which is also a big thing for me, which I really love. And it's so comfy. I love the fit of it. Everything about this, I absolutely love. Like there's nothing that I wanted to change about this, and so that's why I wanted to buy this one so that I could have that pop of red blouse that I was wanting from this but wasn't getting. So I did sit on this purchase for a little while. I didn't buy it right away whenever I first saw it, and then ultimately decided that I really did want it. I kept thinking about it, and so I feel like that's what makes it like a more intentional purchase for me. And it was actually on sale by the time I wanted to get it. Hopefully this doesn't seem like wasteful or anything. Trust me, I wish I wouldn't have wasted the money on this, but I think with everything that I'm coming across, I'm seeing them as learning experiences, honestly, finding out more about myself and what I like or don't like in pieces. And I think that's a really big part of personal style and also shopping intentionally. It's the learning part that's important, you know, like if you never actually analyze why an item isn't working for you in your closet, then you're just gonna make the same mistakes over and over. And I've done that plenty of times too, but I'm hoping like as I'm doing this whole process this year, I'm hoping that I'm really going to be able to hone in more and only bring in pieces that check all the boxes that I'm not compromising on, so that I am actually getting the item that I had wanted originally from the beginning and that I'm actually going to wear and use in my wardrobe. So that's the first in and out and the only actual like replacement, I guess. Let's get into the rest of the outs. I'm going to quickly breeze through these first couple ones because whenever I did my video on styling my how items, these are the items that were part of that I decided to let go of. First one being this little knitted tank dress. This is just, first of all, not a good color on me. It really just takes the color right out of my face. Form-fitted bodycon style is just not really my thing. The brown knee-length pencil skirt, I am actually going to get rid of. I was gonna put it on probation a little bit. I kind of felt like, okay, it looks good on me, but I just know I have so many other skirts that I just love so much more, and I really don't think I'm gonna miss this one. It doesn't have enough going on with it that I feel like just gives me so much joy, you know? So unfortunately, that was not a great purchase on my end. I really should have thought about, is this filling a hole in my wardrobe? And it really didn't. This is a fitted long sleeve with a split here in the front, and also just realized that's not my style either. It's just a little bit too revealing for me. This I'm actually still a little bit sad about. Vintage sweater vest. If you saw that video, you saw the whole journey with these vests of mine. I just realized the black vest doesn't work very well for me, my wardrobe, my style. So I'm keeping one that I have that's more of a suit material, and then this one is gonna go. And then another vest, but it's a more sporty style zip up. Quality is not good. It's really cheap thin material, and if I ever want a quilted vest like this, I know that I would want to get a way better quality and also a fit that I like. A really oversized men's blazer I had in my closet for several years now. I want to say probably is like 2019. It definitely is very oversized, and I also don't think the color does anything for me. This was actually hanging up in the closet of my office, and so I forgot about it during my declutter. Otherwise I would have gotten rid of it then. You'll see, but I have actually a few more items that I'm getting rid of than I'm actually bringing in, and I'm okay with that because rather than like saving it so that I can like buy something else next month, not having that kind of mentality, I think as I go, if I come across things in my closet that I've made a decision on and decided that I don't actually want to have it, or I'm not going to wear it, or I don't really like it, then I want to pull it out then and go ahead and declutter them, and not just like put it back in my wardrobe and forget about it and just have it take up space. It's like I want to address it like right then and there. This is an item that survived my closet declutter. It's a knit polo. After styling an outfit with it, I decided it wasn't something that I was in love with, and I've got other sweaters and long sleeves that I so much more prefer and would love to wear in colors that I love, whereas this one I feel like it's just kind of like, it's fine. Now that I know my color season, I feel like I'm much more selective with my neutrals, and I would not purchase this today if I saw this in store or in the thrift store or anything. So that's also a good sign that I should not have that in my wardrobe. Now this item is unfortunate because I really like it. The fact of the matter is the fit is just not right. It's like an open knit cropped sweater, and I just love the scallop details on this. I did a collaboration with Halara, and this was one of the items that I picked out that they sent me, and I just wish I would have sized up because then I probably would have kept it, but unfortunately it's just way too cropped for me. The next couple items I actually have 4 pairs of shoes. First one being this pair of, they're actually Coach sandals, but I thrifted these. I should have really like walked around in them in the store when I was thrifting. I would have realized that they're really not comfortable. Like they are so uncomfortable for a sandal, and I think also I just don't love this like thong style of sandal either. So now I know for my future purchases I don't love that style of sandal. And also when you're in the store about to buy a pair of shoes, like actually wear them and walk around a little bit. Another thrifted shoe that is a bit of a fail, these Steve Madden watercolor ones. I love the colors on them. I just think that's so pretty, and that's really the reason why I actually thrifted them. I thrifted these a long time ago. I have not worn these once. I should not have looked past the fact that it has this gold cuff around the ankle, and it's just not my style. Like what was I thinking? It's a little too like glam, fergalicious. I don't know. It's not for me. This is a pair of ballet flats from Vivaya, and I love Vivaya. I have several pairs of their shoes and I wear them constantly, but this is a pair that I feel like just really isn't my style either. These were actually gifted a couple years back, and the reason I picked these was because it had this cool strap that you could attach or detach, wrap it however you wanted, and at the time I was like super into the ballet core look. I have other Mary Janes and flats that I absolutely love and wear constantly, so these ones are not one of those. The last one, they're actually a pair of slippers, bear paw like fake Ugg. I've had these for quite a while and I've worn them a lot. Last Christmas my mom actually bought me some real Uggs. No need to have both, so I'll pass these on, especially because they're still in good condition. So that's all of the outs. I think I have 10 items coming in, and that is a little bit high. It's a little bit higher than I feel like I'm comfortable with, but several of the items were ones that were on my wish list for quite a while. A lot of times with thrifting, you can go and find absolutely nothing, but then there are times where you find absolutely everything, and I feel like that's what happened this month. I don't want to just like make excuses, but I really thought through all of these purchases. So I went thrifting at the very beginning of the month, picked up this men's 100% cotton, just like relaxed sweater in this navy and gray stripe. If I find a perfect striped sweater in 100% cotton, like at this point, I'm gonna pick it up. I just love them and I wear them so much like around the house. I'm like constantly wearing the ones that I have. It's like a tested, tried and true item staple in my wardrobe. This piece, however, is a little bit of like a one-off. Like I did not have this on my wish list other than the fact that I'm really into these little suit jackets. So I found this one with this satin bow that goes across. I just loved the fit of this. I thought it was just so pretty and elevated, but had a little bit of this like feminine detail and like something extra to it that I just absolutely loved. So I did decide to bring that in. Pretty sure it was part of like a vintage suit set or something, but just have the jacket, quite lightweight. So I feel like it's easy to wear and I love these paired with just like a casual pant. For me, I'm trying to use the reasoning of if it's absolutely perfect and I love everything about it, there's nothing about it that I would change, and I could already picture all the outfits that I'm gonna wear with it, then that's how I know like this is an item that's gonna work in my closet. So then the shoes that I got from that trip, I've already like worn and styled. First one being a polka dot pair of Keds. It's the Keds and Kate Spade collab. Absolutely amazing. Fell in love with this and I could not pass this up. I love the slim profile of it, but also like a patterned shoe like this. Like how fun is that? Just like with any outfit that you just want a little bit of extra playfulness. Totally into polka dots right now, especially the white background with the black dots. I don't know what it is about that. I am in love with it. Such a cool find. I just found it at Goodwill. I did decide to pick up a pair of clogs. These are some brown suede ones. These are so comfortable. My other clogs that I have, which were a gift from my mom, they're in like a lighter tan color. I felt like I could justify having a darker pair. To be honest, I've actually worn these more than I've worn the other clogs. So there's that. But yeah, I love those. I think those are so cute. This I feel like I need to explain a little bit. These are a pair of jelly flats. I feel like these were kind of trendy like last summer. I feel like they're still around, but it's something that I really wanted to try out. And when I found these thrifting, I felt like it was kind of like my chance to do that. Whenever I want to like try out a certain trend or like a style or something, I really like to thrift it first rather than trying to buy it new. So that's why I decided to pick these up. They're a little bit weird, a little bit freaky. You probably either love them or hate them. I really want to put it to the test this spring and summer. Who knows? Maybe this will end up in one of these videos again as an out, but I hope not, because I think they're really cool and I think they can add something really unique to an outfit. I do have another pair. I really contemplated making that an out for this month as well. They're like a cobalt blue fisherman style sandal. I have not really been getting much wear out of those so far, and maybe it's just because it's like winter. But what I decided to do was rather than go ahead and get rid of them now, I'm gonna test those out for the spring summer as well. Maybe I'll prefer one over the other. So that was all from that very first thrift trip that I did. And then a random purchase. This is actually from Target. Long sleeve lace shirt. It has a high neck here and then a low back. Honestly, you could wear this either as a scoop or with a high neck, depending on however you want to layer it. And I got it exactly for that reason, because I wanted a lace shirt for layering purposes. I've already worn and styled this so many different times and absolutely love it. And the lace actually feels good on the skin. And I love this lace pattern as well. Some lace patterns I'm not like super keen on, but I really liked this one. Already have been getting so much wear out of that. So that's been such a great purchase. I'm trying to get myself away from buying from like Target and stuff. As a mom, Target runs are very frequent. Maybe that's not right, but we do go to Target for many different things, and a lot of times you just peruse, find things that are cute, but I'm trying to stop that. I'm trying to focus my attention elsewhere and thrift, look at smaller businesses, smaller brands. Only 3 more pieces to go. I went thrifting again for my birthday around the middle towards the end of the month. I actually filmed it, so I was gonna do a little thrift with me video. I wanted that to go up before this, but that's not gonna happen, I don't think. So you'll see these pieces again for like the haul part of that video, but I only picked up 2 items, even though I went to multiple different stores. I really practiced self-control on a couple things. These 2 were items that were on my wish list, had been there for a while, and so I finally found them and they were perfect. They're absolutely perfect. A striped t-shirt in navy and red. Love the colorway, exactly like the stripe that I was looking for. Love the fit of this as well. The embroidered letter is also kind of cool too. It's kind of sporty. It's obviously Adidas, but giving me like Stussy vibes, you know, with like the way that it's written. Yeah, absolutely love this. Perfect t-shirt, 100% cotton. If I were to find this again, I would buy it again. Like that's how good it is. So both items I've worn many times already, but this jacket, oh my gosh, is so perfect. It's like a little swing jacket in this black and white tweed. Has the most incredible buttons. This gathering here is incredible. Like absolutely love this. And I love the fit of this as well. Exactly what was on my wish list. Super excited about snagging this one. Again, I love these little jackets. A little vintage jacket with like a wide leg leg or like chill pant, but also like dressed up really chic. Love, 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 love this. And that's the feeling that I should have when I come across an item. Like, it needs to be that level of I love this, okay, for me to pick it up. No more of this like, it's cute, but I don't know if I love this about it. Like, no. We're not doing that anymore. And then also gave me the same feeling. I wanted a cape type of poncho thing for a little while because I just think that they're so cool for layering. And I found this handmade one at a thrift store. Fell in love with it. The knitting of this is perfect. I guess it's crochet actually. The crochet pattern of this, the way that the cutouts here land perfectly at my arms, so great. And I would much prefer getting that secondhand than going to a fast fashion store and like searching for a little cape or something, which I know you can find right now. So the fact that I can find them vintage, secondhand, handmade, unique, love that. Sorry, there was one last thing I forgot. And this was also part of my birthday thrifting experience. This was also something on my wish list. I was so shocked to be able to find these. And I found some flip-flop kitten heels in black with a square toe. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're checking all the boxes. Like, that's exactly what was on my list. And these look like they were never been worn. They're from Cushionaire originally. So yeah, I'm super excited about these. I think they're so cool in that like minimal, relaxed way, but looks like, hey, you're elevated here. Literally elevated an inch off the ground. But you know, it's like a flip-flop, but not just like you're bumming around type of flip-flop. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was thinking about getting the Crocs one, to be honest. I think these ones are just a little bit more elevated than that, and I think they're gonna be really fun to style, especially in the summertime with like a long flowy skirt or dress or something. So yeah, like I said, there's sometimes you go thrifting and it just like hit after hit. You're getting like the pieces that have been sitting on your wish list for a really long time, and all of a sudden you find them all in like one trip. And then other times you go and a lot of like half okay pieces, and I'm not just gonna get half okay pieces anymore. I'm trying to strengthen this muscle of talking to myself like, okay, calm down, look at the item. Is there things about it that you don't love? Then it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because then we're gonna sit here and talk about it leaving the wardrobe in a couple months down the line. This is a really good practice for me. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, actually, I'm gonna include this for full transparency. There were two other pieces that I actually did buy new, but I ended up returning them. They were both from Aerie. One was this, I think it was a swim cover up, honestly, but I saw it like a cool apron type of thing with like ties on the side. And then the other was a striped crochet pant. And I liked both of them, but I realized they were both impulse purchases. I was having a really bad day, and so I went shopping, unfortunately. And now I know like that's not what I should do when I'm not feeling my best. One of them was actually something that was on my wish list. I did want to have one of these like tie side apron top things that I could layer with. There were things about it that I was compromising on. I didn't love that it was a v-neck, as well as the pants. I felt like they were just something that I thought were really cool. I like the stripe. I like the colors because I like a colorful style, but it's not something that I needed in my wardrobe right now. I'm glad they weren't like impulsive thrift purchases because then you can't like return them. So at least I was able to do that with them, put them back, get my money back. So yeah, won't be making that mistake again. But I want to include that in here because this is also part of the process, is part of like the mindset shift. Where I've been in my style and in my wardrobe, I just feel a shift. The only way that I'm actually going to be able to pinpoint what it is that's going on with my style and wardrobe is being able to analyze my pieces, think through all of my purchases, and also think through all of my declutters and not just do them both haphazardly and on a whim. That's my hope with these videos. Not only is it good for me, but also like maybe hearing it might be helpful for like when you're purchasing or when you're decluttering. So yeah, if you enjoy these, then I hope you will stick around and tag along with me throughout these months. It is a big hope of mine that by the end of the year, we'll be able to come to a wardrobe that we're like, wow, I love all these pieces in here. I'm curating my wardrobe, trying to do it a little bit more slowly than just purging everything and buying a whole bunch of new stuff. Anyway, I'm blabbering on. That's all for this video. My plan is for next month to not have as many items, and also to do this video a little bit sooner. I put it off a little bit because I was trying to get some other videos done, but look forward to the future months of doing these ins and outs. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're doing something similar or if you are doing a low buy. Maybe one of the shifts that you've been having in your mindset about shopping and decluttering and stuff. Would love to read and talk to you guys down in the comments. But yeah, that's all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!